Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, we have a look into what went on during the District Unity Day, some information about tradition of trunk or treat here at MEPM, a soccer collection run by a student to benefit underserved communities, a little about a meeting next Monday about a particular winter sports team, and more. I'm Kyle McQuillan.
And I'm Luke Yepez.
And the BMB morning announcements start now.
At BMB, we navigate the seas of stories and treasure the ones that matter most.
We have your week in MEPM Sports.
Join us as we take you into the heart of the community where stories unfold and voices unite.
We are BMB.
We are BMB.
These are the BMB morning announcements.
Good morning, MEPM. Today is Friday, October 25th, day 6. Kyle, what a beautiful day outside, right?
Luke, it is so beautiful outside, and it's the middle of October.
First off, the Fall Fragments Writing Contest is live, with the theme being change.
Students have until the 25th of November to submit original pieces ranging from poetry to short stories and artwork for a chance to be published in the Fragments book and win a prize.
Students can use this QR code to submit all pieces.
Another fall event to look forward to is MEPM's annual Trunk or Treat. Here's BMB's Maya Passanisi with more.
With Halloween coming up, fun plans need to be set. This year, our school is getting ready for a festive and safe celebration with the Trunk or Treat event, inspired by the desire to create a family-friendly Halloween experience.
It's a great way for, parents that are unable to take off on Halloween, or, if grandparents want to participate, or if there are parents from divorced families that one person gets their kid on Halloween and one person doesn't, that kind of everyone has an opportunity to go trick-or-treating.
Trunk or Treat allows families to decorate their car trunks and gather in a designated area where children can safely collect treats. This event differs from traditional trick-or-treating by centralizing the fun, making it a more communal experience.
It brings younger students and older students together to get them excited about Halloween.
With the goal of building connections, Trunk or Treat promises to strengthen community spirit and create lasting memories. Be sure to come and stop by October 29th for a night filled with fun, laughter, and plenty of treats. I'm Maya Passanisi. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Maya. Kyle, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Tiger.
Interesting.
And if you want to continue to spread the Halloween spirit, consider purchasing a boogram.
Kyle, what is a boogram?
Well, I am so glad you asked, Luke. Boograms are messages that you can send to a friend. They also come with candy.
Candy?
Yeah. They are being sold by students around the school to benefit the student government.
Awesome. I hope you send me one, Tiger.
Only if you send me one too.
Moving on, let's take a look at what's going on around the world this week. After what seems like an endless campaign, Election Day is less than 2 weeks away, and early voting in New York begins tomorrow. Voters who know which candidate they are choosing can choose from a number of locations across Nassau County and are encouraged to vote early for a multitude of reasons.
Voting early is so important for 2 reasons. One is there's no risk that something goes wrong and you don't get to vote. The second reason is if you've already voted early, now you're freed up to go make sure that somebody else votes and somebody else votes and somebody else votes.
In Russia, this past weekend, North Korean soldiers began training at a base in the Far East in anticipation of being deployed to fight alongside Russian forces in Ukraine. The deployment of foreign units has the potential to expand the conflict beyond the borders of Ukraine.
Well, I think it is serious. It shows that the axis of autocracies actually has some teeth in it. If Russia is allowed to bring in North Korean soldiers, then why can't Ukraine bring in soldiers from outside Ukraine as well?
Now let's move a little closer to home and into the places in and around the community and check in on our sister show, Midweek Update. Oliver, what are you guys working on this week?
Thanks, Luke. Last Wednesday was Unity Day for the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District. It was also a day of bonding at the Central Administration Office. It's always amazing to hear about the great things that go on throughout this district that we don't always get to see. However, that's all the time I have. Back to Luke and Tiger in the studio.
Thanks, Oliver.
My pleasure, Kyle. Be sure to check out the midweek update every Wednesday.
And can we please stop calling me Tiger?
In other local news, the Leo Club is assisting Luke Fischetti, a junior on the Samba 360 Student Advisory Board, in gathering soccer items to be sent to children in underserved communities.
Let's send it over to Sofia Valadares to learn more about what the operation entails.
As the soccer season comes to an end, I want to reflect on all the goals we've achieved this year. While we've scored many times on the field, I think Mepham's most important goal of all is one of Luke Fischetti, a junior and varsity soccer player here at Mepham with a mission.
I hope that lots of kids in different countries can get the experience of playing soccer because I love the sport. And so if more people could play the sport and get more people involved, and they don't really have money and funds like we do over here, I feel like that would be the best way.
Luke has paired with an organization called Sambas 360 to collect new or slightly used soccer equipment in order to donate to the unprivileged kids around the world.
So I teamed up with Go Samba and I collected a bunch of soccer equipment and we sent it over to foreign countries like Brazil, Ukraine, where there's a lot of underserved children. They can't really enjoy the beautiful game.
All donations are being collected and they've been downstairs in the foyer by the main entrance. I urge you all to consider donating any new or used equipment towards this amazing cause. Well, that's all for me. I'm Sofia Valadares, kicking it back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophia. Please be sure to donate to help make school sports accessible for everyone.
On the topic of sports, next week is the girls' basketball interest meeting on Monday the 28th at 3:30 p.m. in the Western Cafeteria.
Speaking of basketball, here's Jake Mano with your week at Mepham Sports.
Thanks, Kyle. I will definitely be donating. But jumping into the sports season, the playoffs start tonight, where the girls soccer team, after coming off a double overtime thriller, will face in the second round today, traveling to Southside. Next, and staying on the topic of playoffs, a special congratulations to Mepham's girls tennis star Alex Rakos, as she advances to the county finals and is set to travel to states to compete this upcoming Monday. Next, and inside the gym, the volleyball teams have a busy few days ahead of them to cap off their regular season. First, the boys, who have BMB Spotlight tonight against Farmingdale, so if you miss a point, don't worry, we've got you covered, capturing every highlight throughout the game. As for the Lady Pirates, they faced off against Massapequa yesterday and will host Mineola this Saturday. Finally, heading outside, where football still has a bit to go in their dominant year so far, as they look to continue their hot streak Saturday afternoon, where the Pirates are set to take on Sewanaka in their last away game of the regular season. Unfortunately, that's all I have for you guys this week. Good luck to the Pirates in the postseason, but until next time, as always, I'm Jake Mano, sending it back to Luke and Kyle.
Thanks, Jake. It seems like the football team just keeps finding new ways to win. So what can you tell me about them?
Well, Luke, if you want to find out, be sure to tune in to next week's for the second episode of Sports Talk. Join me and Jake Maxwell as we take a deeper dive into all things Mepham football.
Well, next up is Bridget Flanagan to tell us a little bit about this weekend's weather.
Thanks, guys. Hope everybody's bought their boograms and is ready for Spirit Week next week. I'm so excited for PGA Day on Monday, and everybody better be wearing their costumes on Thursday. Anyway, now for this weekend's weather. As for today, the sun's going to be shining with a high of 62 and a low of 51. Tomorrow is a little cloudy with a high of 68 and a low of 45. Sunday promises some even colder weather with a high of 58 and a low of 43. That fall chill is finally coming out. I cannot wait for Halloween now.
Thanks, Bridget. It is really starting to look like fall, too.
I know. I'm trying to enjoy it personally before we all freeze.
Well, these have been the morning announcements for Friday, October 25th. Have a great day, Mepham.
Bye-bye. Yo, stop! Stop!
We don't do the...
Well, we don't hear it, Luke,
anymore.
but they hear it in there.